Okay. So no long-winded intro tonight. Go back to this other one here. Since we're not too worried about anything but our veil for the time being. If it'll load for me. Did my network just die?
No.
No, I see the new map.
Wow, okay. Weird.
Did you just lose all of the people?
Yeah, everything just like dropped out for me. But
I lost everybody's video but yours.
I can I see everyone still.
Yeah, everything's still working on my end.
Okay. I've lost everyone's video but Marshall's, and then I had Nate for a second, and then I had Cross for a second.
Yeah, that's what mine's doing as well. I think it's like it's
right.
only showing me who's talking.
And now everyone's back for me, so I don't know.
Yep, same. We're back with it.
Something weird.
It's a Kmart connection.
Yeah. They're like, you're gonna pay for this, and you're gonna like it.
Right. It's Google Fiber, but you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally hardwired in. All right. Anyway, did not like when I tried to load this map, but now we're back. We're good. Okay. So as far as Briarwood stuff, we kind of got to the ending point of where we're headed. And the plan is to teleport to Paragus Lake. But if there's any like last minute Briarwoody stuff that you want to get done before the session like officially kicks off, then that's cool. We can do that now. If you still need to maybe do a few more things that we can just retcon, I'm cool with that too.
I'm good.
Okay. So nearing the end of your time at Briarwood, as you're getting prepped to go to Paragus Lake, I'm getting feedback. I don't know where it's coming from. Is anybody else getting it?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm not. Fucking Google Meet. All right. It's gone now. Okay. Before you essentially bounce off to Paragus Lake. I like how Nate's just cracking. There it was again. Yeah, that was right.
I think it's Marshall, because Marshall's screen keeps lighting up when it's doing that. Whatever's going on in your background. Laundry. No, I don't know.
I think it's that patented Holiday Inn air conditioner.
I was there's nothing going in the hotel room right now, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's bouncing off something or what.
Clearly, the radiation coming off the pizza or something. The radio waves.
A little bit. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's gone for the time being. All right, so you about to bounce to Paragus Lake, but like in those days coming up to it, you guys are getting things done, getting prepared for your journey, and possibly interacting with this new late teen woman, early 20s, wherever Maddie falls. Because she, basically says that she thinks she knows where you're going. She's introduced your group through Calic. So you might interact over those days just to make things a little less awkward. As well as saying your goodbyes for the time being to Arthur who is going to stay behind in Briarwood for the time being. He's been talking with the Lady Avelina at the Hollow about possibly moving those people down to Briarwood before it is really, really wintry. So he might have something to do with that. Calic can get him teleported closer, like say maybe to Paragus Lake, to make his journey shorter once that gets arranged. But that's kind of his plan for now. Getting the crew from the Hollow, basically like everyone, out of the Hollow and down into Briarwood to kind of help fortify the city more. And get the people of the Hollow kind of away from Mountain Heart, if that is still a threat. But that will kind of evolve over time. Also, Anna will be staying behind, and Sarah kind of staying behind monitoring her, while Anna kind of is figuring her things out. That's kind of where we're left.
Michael, I did think of one thing.
Yeah.
Healing potions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a healer among us.
Healing potions are great. Definitely can, I'd say, get a decent number of those handed out. Oh, let me see. Where is my stuff? Okay, yeah, they can supply you just from like stores that are already on hand. 6 regular and 4 greater, and they will be kind of making more for you guys to pick up. I don't know how you want, if you want to divvy those out or if you want to put them in the bag.
Let's just put them in the bag for right now.
Perfect. Put them in the bag. Alrighty. That's another thing I meant to do. This calendar. Advance the date. There's where our date's at. I really wish the moon would work, and it's really, really obnoxious that it doesn't. That's where we're at. Almost at the end of a month, which I believe will soon take us into essentially January. All right. Oh, this is an old page that I haven't been on in a while. You feel a swirling rush of movement and sound before the odd sensation of zero gravity as Stephen, Will, or Calic, whoever you decide, I don't know how the teleportation circle works, you're teleported through the arcane void of space. Your feet suddenly finding purchase on the stone floor, decorated with the teleportation sigil of the tower at Paragus Lake, your intended target. As you kind of feel that immediate, like, cold chill in the air as you guys arrive and your feet hit the floor, you hear kind of this, like, sudden rushing sound followed by, like, a snap. And those of you present, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. We're back. Steve-O, do you have advantage? No. Okay. Just making sure. Good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good.
I don't know why that was on.
Good solid crit though, just for lovely. I think that's everyone. Wow. Really whittled this party down. It's a pretty nice feeling. Look at that. Four people. It's like a regular party. You hear this snap in this kind of rushing sound as you get your bearings in this top of the Paragus Tower and feel the rush of air as Stephen and Selig, you suddenly feel constricted and are picked up off the ground in a tightly knit hempen net, and you're kind of hoisted into the air. Xerxes does a backflip, a cartwheel, a back handspring, and Maddie also diving kind of out of the way of this thing as you see your new companions hoisted into the air above the teleportation sigil in a fairly large net contraption, kind of like resembling, like, I don't know, like an Indiana Jonesy type trap or something. And they're just kind of swinging there. Those of you with like high passive perceptions, as Selig and Stephen kind of like struggle and move a little bit, you can hear this very faint, like, ding, 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 dinging sound coming from kind of like, it's muffled and likely somewhere multiple floors below. As you'll recall, you're at the top level of Paragus Tower. There's just little ding, 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 as they kind of like struggle and move in the net.
Do I see if there's like a lever or anything on the wall, or can I like figure out how the contraption works to try and free them?
Yeah, you can actually pretty clearly see like where the little lever setup deal is over on the far side of the wall, and you can kind of see the pulley system that's been kind of jammed in or hammered into the ceiling above and comes down to that lever area across the way.
And
While you go actually solve the problem, Maddie's gonna look at you and she's be like, "Damn, Grandpa, you got moves. You look way smoother than me out there."
Well, you know, with age comes experience, little one. And he'll pull his gun and tell her to, be on the lookout, and he will cross the room to free his comrades.
I'm trying to get the.
Oh yeah, I have a voice. Forgot that. I'm supposed to be talking. It's been too long.
I'm trying to get the correct tokens on the map there to make life easier, but finding all the correct tokens proves difficult. My Salic token is very injured. Who's to say if that's the correct one? Man, 4 people. That's wild.
Could you imagine if this was our party? A monk, a gunslinger, a druid, and a wizard.
Just melt everything down. Don't even worry about.
That we actually would be the Glass Cannon podcast, right?
Yeah.
Just like truly, if we can fire the first shot, and we'll be okay. Anything.
The bag of holding would turn into a pharmacy. Like, that's just all it would be.
Yeah.
That might be all that it'll be.
Yeah. Yeah, based on Croft's hit die roll, not feeling great about that.
Michael, Maddie has the light cantrip cast on her if we come in the room that's dark. Because you probably don't remember that she's a monk who can cast light. But she's
Love that. Love that.
Oh, yeah. Is it dimly lit?
This room is dark. Well, it's dimly lit now because Maddie has light.
Yeah, Maddie will cast light on herself.
Oh yeah, and I have dark vision.
How do I do this? I'm like relearning Roll20. Low light distance 20? Okay, can you people see down here?
Yep.
What do you mean by that?
Is there Xerxes on the map?
I do not see
Yes. I see Xerxes.
Does Nate see Xerxes?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, great. Awesome. Does Maddie have a light now?
Maddie's got a light.
I think it should probably be brighter than that. But what is light? 20 bright, 20 dim?
There we go.
There we go.
Sick.
So I'm going this way, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can pick a wall.
Where you told me that they're okay.
Yep, right over there.
This is where I saw it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so in front of you, you see this kind of like wheel and lever, and it's just kind of like all attached on there that they're kind of hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, he will try and release.
So you just kind of pull the lever down.
I mean, he knows how this works. He's not trying to hurt anybody. He is trying to gently let them down and release the trap in a humane way, not in a break your bones way.
I love that. Yeah, you can easily lower them down. And as you do the whole time, you kind of hear that ding 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 bell faintly.
There you go. Good as new. I guess you magic types forgot how to walk, huh?
Maddie will up top you with that.
As she's emanating light like a magic.
Yeah. So I assume it's not a friend of yours that we that set that up. So somebody knows we're here.
What an amazing deduction, Maddie. Yes, I think there is someone here.
Thank you, Stephen.
You're welcome, Maddie.
Well, I can lead the way if we go punch stuff.
That's a great idea, Maddie. Lead the way.
But I know this doesn't mean much coming from me, but maybe not punch first this time.
Okay.
It was a non-lethal trap.
Will not punch first.
All right. Heading down the stairs, not punching first. I put 2 camera rocks out there.
As Maddie's going down the stairs, and she's talking a bold game, but she's not a literal child anymore. Can she do a just general perception check to make sure she's like? I mean, she thought it was pretty funny that Steven got caught up on that, and the last thing she wants is for her to eat shit on a very similar trap. So just like a general perception check.
Love that. As you're heading down the stairs, kind of like looking around and listening, you note the bell does indeed stop dinging. And as you guys descend these stairs, which should put you here-ish.
Hey, Michael.
Yo.
Will you edit Steven's vision, please?
Yes. Is he
Thank you.
Fight boy? What's he got?
It's 120 feet.
Holy crap. I would love to. I don't know if that will update throughout.
Your vision is too good for roll 20.
It should be updated now.
Michael's the one who told me about this, so this is all on him.
Yeah, I've done bad things.
Yeah, you have. You done messed up.
Not even on purpose either, I don't think.
No. You decided you wanted to find out, not fuck around.
Yeah, it's not good. As you guys head down descend the stairs, you immediately, Maddie, you don't note anything of craziness. You just see that this place is kind of tidied and seems well kept. Those of you who have been here before, Steven and Xerxes, this would be kind of out of place for what you're seeing. This place is much more tidied. There's it's been like kind of like swept a bit. All of the furniture has been moved up against the walls in a way that like is much easier to move through. There's also kind of like one area of the room that is clearly like an area where someone would like sleep. Like there's like a bedroll out. And then there's a plethora of like books on the shelves that weren't previously there. And on the tables are open books along with a lot of like pieces of paper, notes, writing implements. This place looks very lived in. And then you all kind of hear this echo of a door, like a heavy clunk, clunk, as a door open and closes a couple floors below.
Well, let's keep descending and see who it is, I guess.
You good with that?
Magic stick time.
Well, just having it ready, just as kind of a comment moving forward, as I'm a little concerned that we're down to 2 members that know the history of this group. Whenever we come to a place like this, Selig will take it upon himself to like talk to Steven and talk to Xerxes about, hey, what happened here? It's obviously
Oh, sure.
here.
Yeah.
Tell us the story, just in
that's
case, they all die.
Yeah, I think especially before coming into a place, that they've been before. I think that those conversations would definitely happen. Like they've brought you up on most everything, maybe not like some of the like specific.
Like for example,
things.
Steven's wearing a big ring on it, on his finger, that he would tell you got here.
NFL Super Bowl championship ring.
That also doubles as a Ring of Spell story.
And Xerxes will embellish the feats that they did every time.
Seems fair.
If we fought,
We will.
if we fought 5 dwarfs, we fought 15 dwarfs.
We will intentionally not mention Stephen and Stephen would have pulled Xerxes aside on this. Not mention the water trick. That is still that's under wraps still. But yes, everything else great. Happy to share.
Harsh but fair.
Yeah. Especially Maddie. So yeah, Stephen's going down.
All right. As you guys approach that staircase, you can actually hear someone kind of moving about up the stairs on the level below.
I will use a cantrip, whisper or message, excuse me, pointed that direction, and just say, "Let's take it nice and easy, there, friend. Don't want any trouble here."
Yeah. Says the group that teleported in to my tower, sprung my trap. Next time, try not to live up to your reputations and just knock, send a message, yell from the outside maybe.
Is your name Paragus?
No.
Definitely not your tower then.
It's mine right now. Paragus doesn't exist. Hasn't existed.
All right,
And
why don't
who
you
knows
come?
how long.
Why don't you come on up nice and slow? And we can all get get acquainted properly.
All right.
All right. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything, Preston, because I don't think this is technically a token yet. But I'll work on that. What do they see?
Nice. What a picture.
They see a familiar figure, yet different. More broad, more bulky, more combat ready, perhaps.
Is it like so similar that
Picture.
or is it like, no, it's a cat, it's a tabaxi, but clearly not is Saru? I'm curious how similar you mean.
How bright is that little light cantrip?
Steven can literally see you perfectly.
Oh yeah, he can see in the dark now.
Yeah, you would probably you'd be able to tell it was different.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
All right. Real quick, Preston. Which one of these you have two? You have one as a token and one is which one do you want to be your token?
The one I put as a token.
Okay,
The one you
okay.
just had up.
Sweet.
Such a cool picture.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've just got the spinning wheel of death on it. Yeah, so I'm like, I want to look at it. It's just, nope.
I'll post it in the Discord.
It took
later.
mine forever.
Yeah, it took mine forever too. All right, I'm turning it into a token, so hopefully you can see. But continue. Feel free, please.
Great. I mean, he's just walking up the stairs until he gets to the level. Anyway, now that you're all here, I guess that saves me the trouble of having to come and find you. Our paths were bound to cross anyway, so might as well have been here. Had a feeling you guys might show up, but you never really know at this point, especially in this day and age, so
And who? What was your name again?
Me? I go by whatever. Anybody needs me to go with, they can call me whatever they want, whatever they need.
Can I?
Throughout the years, Lagandu is a name, or more accurately, a movement I've been associated with. So we can stick with that for now. That's plenty good enough. It's not really all that important nowadays. No. But you guys,
Hey, Mike,
good.
when he says Lagandu, Maddie spent some time in Krizik. Does that ring any sort of bells?
I don't know. Probably not. Maybe.
Yet to be written.
Probably not, but possibly. Preston, maybe.
I mean,
Do you have any
Maddie has
thoughts on that?
zero.
It would
history.
mean nothing from Krizik.
Boom. There it is.
Maddie will raise her hand to signal this interruption that we did in the thing, and she'll say, "Can I call you whatever? Truly whatever." Great.
Sure.
Whatever it is. Very excited.
Now,
Very
you
excited.
though, I don't know. I haven't heard much about you, or anything really. You guys you're missing a couple people, but
How is it you know so much about us, Lagandu?
I have crossed your guys' path several times in the past. Usually after you guys have done your thing, wrecked whatever havoc that you tend to bring upon places. It's pretty obvious. You guys aren't necessarily particularly subtle. Mountain Heart, Centrell, Kestrel always kind of seem to show up where you guys have already been. Volmer's Cave, I suppose, is another example. Bray, after the tower crumbled, which really hindered my investigation. So, thanks.
Your investigation?
I've been investigating all sorts of areas around the Vale since before the burning and after, obviously. But I always seemed to come across these areas after things have been wiped clean. I could never get there beforehand. And it wasn't until recently that I realized that there was a group in charge of all of that. Which, lo and behold, would be you guys.
You still didn't say what you're investigating though.
That is a lot. And it depends on where you want to start.
I found the beginning often is the best place to start, personally.
Again,
I'm more of a 2/3 of the way through and progressing forward, but then doing flashbacks to things in the past. Kind of that also weaves a fun narrative. So you want vanity projects? Got it. Okay.
Lagandu, he's a time wizard. Don't listen to him.
I'm fully aware of the rumors of what he can do. I guess we can start there. initially started, I came over during the incursion. I fought a little in it, but I was really more trying to investigate some of the more shady characters on the East Coast. I ended up in Centrell. Through my investigations, that led me to some really questionable links between Centrell and the church and Greyforge. Fast forward a tick, turns out Church of Sin, Greyforge had formed some sort of pseudo-alliance. From some further investigations, realized that alliance had something to do with a group called the Unseen. Further investigations of them led to an additional group called the Chaos Legion, which is essentially just a group of demons and devils. And that, while investigating all of them, led me to messages, notes about a group of people that were interfering. That group, again, being you.
We need an awesome name. Like, he just laid out, like, Chaos Legion, the Unseen. Like, that's really good branding. We need an awesome, like, I've kind of turned towards everyone else, like, that would be really good.
What if you called yourself the Rosgrees?
Bless you? What?
No. The Rosgrees. There's ancient tale that happens every so millennium. What happens is only one being can be alive at a time. It's either something that triggers the end of the world or something that brings the rise of a new world. You guys could potentially determine which one you want to be. But if you wanted to be the Rosgrees that trying to bring about the new world, or at the very least stop the end of this current world, that could be something.
Is that like some ancient name or something?
Yeah.
Or did you just... Oh, okay.
The question for you guys is, where is your next step? You guys are after the artifacts, or I guess embers is what people are calling them now. You're after them. The Unseen was after them. You can bet your ass that if the Unseen is after them, Greyforge is probably after them, Chaos Legion, probably the Church of Sin. So at this point, it's a race to figure out who can get to any of them first, and see how many they can get. Now, I don't really know what these embers are for. I have my thoughts. Maybe they're seeds made to help the gods regain their power, which is probably why your foes want them. Because if you can harness power from a god without fighting a god, instant stair step to ruling the world.
So Maddie has moved over to the corner because she's smoking a cigarette, and she will be like,
Great.
and she will be like, man, whatever, you seem like you really know their deal. Which I'm impressed. You did your homework, but man, you know their deal. You seem like you might even have as weird a connection to time as I do. But anyways. And then she'll like put the cigarette out. Are you coming to help? Do you punch stuff? We're short on people who punch stuff.
I mean, I would probably claw them if I wasn't using a weapon, but
Cool, but like
weaponry is more my thing.
that's sweet. Anyways, I'll just spill the beans. You probably figured out that we're going to get one of those. So the more the merrier. If you want to help us punch some stuff. Sorry, that was probably state secrets, but it seems like you kind of figured out the deal.
Yeah, I mean, you tend to investigate and research things for 2, 3, 4+ years. You pretty much gather all the information you need, which you can kind of see around me as these are a lot of notes that I've either written,
Matt is putting a cigarette out on the ground, and you're finally swept asparagus.
Yeah, it's fine. I won't be staying here much longer.
That's cool.
It's cleaner than it was when I got here, at least.
All right.
Lagandu, I do have a question for you. What's your bag in all this? You know, it's not like people are just interested in this just for the pure altruism of it all. Like, what are you getting out of this? What's your goal?
Goal really for me is trying to figure out what's going on between the Church of Sin and Great Forge. Now, they, through the dealings that I had just described with the Unseen and the Chaos Legion, essentially Chaos Legion and Centrel Great Forge are all in the same league, and from what I can gather, you guys are essentially fighting the Chaos Legion. So we have a common enemy. There's we definitely know that whatever the embers are for probably shouldn't be in the hands of them, seeing that they most likely spurred the incursion and, mind you, the burning. So if they can cause things like that to happen, what are they going to do with shards of a god?
I don't know if y'all can see it, but our free call ends in 1 minute.
Oh, did it pop up? That's nice.
Yeah.
ATM break, baby.
Explanation, Barley.
I didn't get that alert at all, but great, someone did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been at the top for the last 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I've been like, I thought Bartlett could see it. I'm like, we should think of this direct.
I have no.
Mhm.
Weird.
I actually can't see it either. I saw it when it first popped up.
So do we re-click the same link, or does someone need to make a new one?
That is a great question. Let's find out.
Okay. So 8 o'clock break, Michael, and then
break,
figure it out.
And then,
All right.
and then click on whatever link we need to, I guess.
Okay. So when Lagandu was like talking about his notes, he like gestured to the room we were in, right?
You're in the sleeping room, yeah. Maybe I motioned to the stairs.
Okay.
Maybe there were a few notes on the table over here or something. But yeah.
Okay. All right, now all we need to do is end up finding out how the Discord video works. But all right, continue.
I don't
Michael,
remember
do you
what
have
we were-
people over?
Mm-mm.
I hear talking in the background of someone's.
Might be like a TV, like a couple.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a TV.
Andrea's watching reality shows.
That's
Got
true.
it.
That
You know,
is-
Will
you
they
don't have
find
the
true
world-
love?
You don't have all the World Baseball Classic as a second screen on?
I'm sure. Yeah, no, we all do, definitely.
Totally. All right, so you don't want to see the world end either. Well, yeah, we're pretty aligned on that.
That's step one, suppose.
So if there's a break in the conversation, Saleg's going to do two things at once. He's going to immediately start buttering up Lagandu.
Oh boy.
Physically, right?
Yeah,
Like with butter?
yeah, we've left the PG Zoom channel. We're playing with the big boys now in Discord.
I approve.
Oh, yes. Very astute, very wise, very smart to track things the way that you have. And look at you, a fierce warrior. I can tell my prized possession hangs in my home. It's a wood-burned panel, 10 feet wide, 6 feet tall, and it depicts warriors with a countenance like your own encircling a dinosaur in the woods around Krazik. And when he says Krazik, he's going to look to see if Maddie gives anything away with a look. Just to see, because I mean, I'm sure has she brought up that that's where she's from?
Roll.
Maddie is. If you have asked anything about Maddie's personal life, she has definitely dodged a ducked question.
Okay, then he wouldn't have looked at Maddie in that case.
Maybe, I mean, she's maybe told you that she's been to Krazik before, but that's like.
But he's really kind of playing up the, hey, this is my prized possession, and the people in this picture look just like you. And, you know, the people that have been around Salig will know, hey, this dude can turn into a dinosaur. So obviously, based on what we know, he has seen them. And based on what we've heard, that is probably in the same place where this picture that he's talking about comes from. And he's just trying to create this like a pseudo connection with Lagatu, while at the same time trying to figure out, and he will eventually ask the question after he does his, oh, it's been so long since I played. Maybe that they're best friends and they have so much in common, and that he really admires Lugatu because every person that has ever looked like him has been a hero in his eyes. It's gonna say, you have the brain, you have the intuition, you have the brawn. The question is, how did you know we would be coming here?
I didn't specifically know you would be coming here. Truthfully, I figured I would run into you somewhere on the road. Maybe over at the crossing. It just so happens that you found me here. Like I said, time works in funny ways. I was behind you repeatedly for the last several months, years maybe. So it was only a matter of time before we met at the same point in time, at the same place. And it just happened to be here.
He'll turn to Steven and say, you should see them in action. A sight to behold. Fierce, but also balanced and in control. And again, he's absolutely just trying to ingratiate himself, maybe because he really is impressed, and the people that he's seen in Krazik, the Tabaxi there, really did impress him, or maybe because, you know, this is the game he played for so long in Briarwood before his hermit life, being the part of the elite class where it's all just kissing each other's butts to, climb the ladder, whatever the reason, he is really laying it on thick. And he is good at it, for what it's worth.
Tell me, Druid, how long has it been since you've been to Krazik?
That's a good question. Stares at the camera. It would have had to have been pre-burning, right, Michael?
Yeah, it was pre-burning. It's been a while. Like it's been a good amount of time, but I don't know exactly.
So pre-burning. Yeah, I haven't. It wasn't like I was over there last week.
Yeah.
No, I figured. I was more trying to get a gauge of like, are we talking like 20 years or 50 years or like 100 years or something?
No, he's a normal kobold where they live to like 100.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing like 200 years ago. He's the one that deals with time in a regular fashion in this group. It just passes normally for him, and he experiences each day in order, beginning at the start.
Me too, man. I'm just old.
The end. So I'll tell him that.
Yeah. That's fine. You have a very colorful memory, I suppose. Maybe even a little bit embellished. But
If you want embellished, that guy fought 15 dwarves in this very room before.
that I don't believe. And
The bummer,
he'll start walking down towards the stairs.
it's a bummer you never caught up with us, Lagandu. We had a friend of ours, one of your kin. I'm sure would have loved to have crossed your path.
Yeah, he was pretty much the only thing anyone ever talked about when the subject moved to your party. Then again, I guess that's to be expected, considering there's not many Tabaxi folk walking around these parts.
There aren't. Who were all these people talking about us? As you said, we've kind of taken care of the whole. Kind of taking care of the whole witnesses thing anywhere we go.
A lot of it is the messages I've seen between the different factions that are kind of at play. The Unseen being the big ones. A few people that I've met from the Hollow. A group of dwarves I met near Mountain Heart that, while standoffish at first, spoke quite highly of you guys.
Yeah, we thought they were dicks too.
They were, yeah, there was one named Valen.
He sucked. It's okay.
Pretty much-
You can just say it.
He tried to kill me on sight.
He tried to fight me initially, and
Yeah. Can I just do a quick insight check, Michael?
Yeah.
I already rolled it.
Bartlett,
yeah,
Okay, cool.
20 insight. Seemed pretty straightforward.
Be on the level. I mean, he's
Definitely-
mentioning specific. He's mentioning the specific names. So Steven's good.
yeah,
Just
definitely. You would know he was talking about the like 3 or
Yeah.
yeah. One of them
No.
wrote a hippogriff.
Yeah.
Dwal and I threw in there just because why not?
Yeah, for sure,
But
100%.
whether he was with them or not,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
that's-
He was with him.
Cool. All right.
But they pointed me south to here in the last month, and that's, I think they said you were going to Kestrel, which clearly, again, I got to Kestrel by the time you have gone, which, by the way, you want to explain to me what the hell that storm cloud was over Briarwood?
Oh, you don't know about that? Seems like you know everything. I was hoping you were.
That
You
happened
already-
like 5 days ago.
I don't know, man. Yeah, we were as you put it, wreaking more havoc, saving the world from the unseen, and pretty awful, evil stuff.
Right. As you do. I was thinking it was a month, but yeah. Yeah. Anyway, all my notes are downstairs. If you want to come look at them, you're welcome to. A lot of it's from Kestrel. Some of it I understand. Some of it's new to me. Stuff
Yeah.
about Illithid and mind flayers.
Yeah, that's what that cloud was, man. It took many of our party. We're all that remain. But yeah, we encountered a mind flayer in the dungeons of Briarwood Keep and saved the world, wreak havoc. You know, reasonable minds can disagree on how we label it, but yeah, if you are looking to keep the world from ending as we are, as Steven will just gesture at Maddie, who I'm assuming is lighting another dart. As she said, you can punch stuff. If you got in here, you clearly have magical means. But yeah, we will take all the help we can get.
I can certainly tag along for as long as it's necessary.
Cool.
It really is too bad that you missed some of our other party members. You would have really liked Saru, and well, she's sort of still around. Anna would have been the one to know much about Central
Well,
and Greyforge.
Yeah, it would have been really nice, let me tell you, to
Well,
meet.
she's largely forgot a lot of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it was for good reason. Sounds like exes and stuff messy. Probably better to forget that anyway.
Yeah, but
There might be a kid or two involved. We don't know. That's kind of just something she's always hinted at, but we didn't know for sure.
But, sure. But being a royalty of Greyforge, that's with what's going on over there, she might not be a bad ally to get back if we can.
Well, Greyforge royalty is really overrated, to be honest. Nothing really to write home about there.
Yeah. All right, Steven will join you walking down the stairs. See your notes.
Let's try not to linger too long.
No, cleaning up's easy. We've met. That's really all that needed to happen. We can certainly move forward to. I don't necessarily have an agenda, so wherever you guys were headed, we can go there.
Your instincts were good. We were heading to the crossing.
I had some ideas, but again, like I said, it could have been anywhere.
We want to fast forward this part because we may or may not have another party member to meet somewhere. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna bunch you guys together. Don't worry about Isabel. She's just
What?
she's just cross
If you
camera rock
think
at the
about
moment.
it, Isabel's all
always win.
Spoiler.
Isabel's
That's what I
gonna
thought.
hurt you.
That's what I thought Nate was saying, but well, one of them's still with us, kind of. I thought
Yeah,
it totally meant Isabel and not Anna.
I snuck her onto the last page. I don't know if people saw her. or
Yeah.
not. I just
Oh,
wanted
shit.
I
to
didn't
see.
notice until somebody said something.
I
I
didn't
wasn't
re-up.
sure if you could see or not, Croft. So
I can. I
Okay.
can now.
I forgot to re-up my disguised self. Damn it, Croft. I'm Isabel now.
Steven might have taken a spell of non-detection for that very purpose.
New light tokens are great too. I can just pop them on there. It's awesome. Okay, so you meet Lagandu.
It's the reason I
and-
got left.
What?
It's the reason I got left
Left where?
on the map with no one else.
You left him on the top level.
Everyone's here.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, Steven's not.
You are on my screen.
No, I'm not.
I mean, he probably is on his.
Yeah, you are on my screen. That is-
No, you don't know.
You are.
My story, my truth.
Can I share screen? Present now.
Is it only on mine that he's not doing?
I don't see
Yeah,
him on mine.
I also do not see him on
All right.
mine.
Oh, there we go. I just rebooted and he is stuck over there for some reason. How about now?
There he is.
Okay, there you go.
Weird.
I fireball Isabel.
She's not there. That's Croft's camera rock. As is clearly stated.
Just for good measure.
Well, yeah, because I popped her onto the last page while you guys were talking. I didn't want anyone to freak out.
That would have changed the interaction.
So I typed out a little disclaimer for her. Wasn't sure if anyone saw it or not. All right. So, what's the plan moving forward? Are you guys planning to make your basic moves towards the crossing today? Are you guys staying here?
What time is it? It's midday.
It's barely midday probably at this point.
Steven would like to read some of the notes, specifically ones about embers, and then just about like where the party is specifically mentioned.
I think the big points where the group would be mentioned would be correspondence of after they have killed certain people. Devoshka, Nethys, Volmer,
Gotcha.
maybe Melkor.
Got it.
That would be. I'm talking for Michael.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm
keep
just
doing it. You're
helping
doing
him.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I think that's the biggest things.
Okay.
Maybe some like spatter here, there. Maybe like some unseen notes of like whenever they ran into you guys and Steven and tried to take Steven again or Isabel or Anna, that
Sure.
sort of thing. Like seen them here, they went that way type deal. They
Got it.
destroyed us. Use
Yeah,
approach with caution. Come
Yeah.
more prepared next time.
Yeah.
Um,
Said more than just a couple of guys. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is going to be a stupid question. Remind me. I know there's a reason for it. I just forgot the reason. Why are we going to the crossing first and not just straight north? Is it? I know there was a reason. I just don't remember what it was.
That's just the way that Xerxes knows, like
Through the woods.
path through the woods. is
Yeah.
from
Cool.
the cross.
Which makes sense. I just looking on the map, I was reminded like, feels like we're doing a nice, but yeah, knowing where we're going is a good plan. So Steven's very on board.
what else?
Lost
did you
our
ask?
ranger.
The embers. Yeah, right. Well, you have Maddie. Maddie said she knew the Lamneck at least.
She also knows the way through from the crossing. It's the way we took down the day. So.
The embers, I don't know if I have much room to speak on. Other than just probably they knew they exist. Maybe a note of like they found the one here, and then probably notes of like the captain found his or took his or whatever and now has one. So it's like kind of a tally or like a scoreboard of we know of a couple maybe here or there. Maybe it's not as complete as the group's knowledge of where things are since they had Calyx, Arcane Chair.
Yeah, and then just additional add into that a little bit. Lagandu can like kind of tell you where like a lot of these books, and maybe you even notice on some of them that they have markings that are in line with markings on the books from Kestrel Academy when you guys were there. And he mentioned that he had been there kind of after you guys went that way. And it might like kind of come out through conversation. Oh, like these are from Kestrel Academy. Like we were just there. And he's like, yeah, I know you were just there. That's why I was there in the first place. But he found a lot of these books in the academy, just kind of like strewn about tables in the library. And there was just like no sign of you guys there, no sign of anyone there. But all these books were out, so he started looking at them, and a lot of them had these common threads. And then there were also some notes that he snagged from that area too. He assumed they were yours, taken. So like when he's showing you some of these things, he's probably showing you some of these that he was like, oh, I figured some of the stuff was your stuff. And you guys would probably be like, well, we didn't spend that much time there in the library. Like they're not your notes. So that might be a point that comes up of interest. Who the notes belong to, you guys would all likely know as Exithanther. Lagandu did not encounter anyone at Kestrel. And some of those notes that he found about where there was some like stuff about divine spark ? Like Noski, like, and he kind of writes in like stream of consciousness, much
shorthand
like he talks, you know. And it kind of, from looking at the notes, looking them over, it almost seems like after you guys got out of there in a hurry, without much explanation, he started kind of digging into maybe what you guys had been doing there a little deeper. But he apparently is not at the academy anymore.
I was going to ask about him, so
that would probably come up in conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
Empty, super creepy, uncomfortable. Like, look around, find some books, go, this is weird, run.
Yep.
Dead Clavius.
Yeah.
Did we burn him? I can't remember.
We did burn him.
Classic zombies move.
Yeah.
You didn't burn him. You put him in the bag of holding.
Yeah, you did. You shoved him in the fucking bag of holding. You freaks. Amazing. Sorry, I'm just getting other pages set up. So that would, that would be some time of conversation, obviously. And you can obviously have some of that on the road as well. But just to figure out. So if you guys are thinking, head that direction still.
Yep.
I don't know how much time it's going to take.
A while.
I've forgotten my how long things take on the map.
Like 4 to 5 days, I think.
Bouncing over to the map now. Yeah, what is that? I don't even remember the distance anymore, how many per day you can do.
Somewhere between 20 to 30.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think 20 normal and 30 we'd have like disadvantage to perception.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think I want to say it's like 22 or 24 or something weird. Okay, great. So you guys would be aware. So like going a little bit north. Okay, yeah. So going a little bit north, there's basically what's the stick button? Q. Oh, Q. Going a little bit north first, and then kind of going over would technically be the like that where my arrows are right now. That's basically the route of the road that would go through there. You guys can obviously head that off and kind of meet up with the road just to follow kind of the easy trail to the crossing. And that makes it a little bit shorter if you head it off. Because a road would basically run from Bray down and around. I don't know what that beep was. Oh, that's Discord. I'm learning things. Learning what all these noises are. I thought that was warning already happening. Yeah, so a road kind of runs that direction, and then it actually goes back down to Central and then that way. But anyway, so you guys probably have a lot to talk about on that, and just like getting to know each other a little bit more, maybe telling stories about Saru. I don't know. He's a cat, you're a cat. Kind of thing. There's some connection there. Who's to say? But anyway, that's generally where we're at. If there's anything specific that you guys want to talk about and or do on this multi-day journey, you can do that now. If there's any specific conversations you want to have between characters or any specific things you want to do, you're not going to get fucked with by any monsters or anything in that journey, in that like 3 to 4 day journey towards the crossing. Seeing none? Nothing? All right, so just general walk and talk type stuff. You get to know each other a little better, fill each other in about things. Those of you who have been through this way before, which you've kind of been close to here recently, as far as like going to Central. The area is a lot of like hard pan and like grassy plains, small groupings of trees here and there, some rocky terrain, and then kind of ominously there to the north is the really, the Lamnic, just very thick wood. But the journey is generally easy, as I said, and on that 3rd to 4th day, as you're kind of nearing the end of the day, you're probably, I should really take this thing. You're probably close to here-ish, I'd say.
Have we seen any signs of people?
No, there hasn't been a lot in the way of people. You've seen like small game, things like that, and like there's not been much. I should advance the calendar. Much going on by way of the road. Gotta remember this damn calendar.
Because Stephen, I'm sure it will have come up, like just War Breath, forever may he reign, did tell us about old Van Dory, whoever or whatever that is, and that's someone who might be around here.
Oh. I do. I don't know how this calendar widget works, apparently. I added down days. Stupid. Instead of advancing the date.
Ooh, ever since we defeated the Mind Flayer, time's been moving in reverse.
Yeah.
Did that work?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, no signs of like, no obvious signs of people, at least, as far as you can tell. Until, that is, you are kind of following the way the road would have taken. It's, not upkept at this point anymore. And those of you that would have traveled this way before, pre-burning, you would have been aware of an inn, a roadside inn called the Willow's Respite. The Willow's Respite is kind of the last place to stay before the crossing. It's a roadside inn / kind of like stables, where people would often like leave behind horses, animals, even like larger carts, if they were just going to the crossing for a few days and like then turning around to go back south. Some people would even leave behind valuables here for a price. They had like a storeroom that was guarded and secure. And it's also a place that people would stay and stop by. It's kind of like the last stop before the crossing, because the crossing was basically known as a fairly lawless place run by thieves and cutthroats. But there was some kind of arrangement between the crossing and the owner of this inn, that they wouldn't hit it for whatever reason. And so it was known to be a safe place to leave things you didn't want getting away from you when you went into the crossing. Not to say it's like the nicest place, there's definitely some characters around back in the day. But that's kind of what that place was known for. It was outside the crossing, a good stopping point on your journey there, or if you're heading through. But as you're getting like closer to, it's basically where these two roads meet, the northern road and the east-west road that you're currently traveling on. But as you're getting closer at this point, and you can kind of see it in the distance where this building would be, and to your surprise, or maybe not, who's to say, you actually can see on the horizon like wisps of smoke kind of coming from the roof line of that building, which in this post-burning time, this place wouldn't necessarily be operational as far as you're concerned. And it is early evening.
Early evening.
A cold winter day. But no snow. Snow is not falling yet.
Well, do we approach or hut up and see what happens in the morning?
I feel like we should approach.
Might
Known
as
to
well
be
go
a
in.
safe place,
Cool. Then yeah, let's head towards what was formerly known as the inn.
Love that. All right, so you start kind of heading in that direction. Roll some perception checks as you kind of get in a little, better visual range, probably within a mile. You can see more than just the smoke rising at this point.
I'm busy.
Getting there.
All right. So on your approach, Maddie and Steven and Lagandu are arguing about something, or who's to say? They're in deep conversation about Tabaxi lore. When Xerxes and Sailor...
You don't always land on your feet. That's just not a thing. It's impossible.
You traveled with one of us for how many months? Did you ever see him fall?
Yes.
Whatever, Steven. I always land on my feet.
Are you a cat? Do you have a tail?
I have wings sometimes.
Okay.
And it's that moment when Steven doesn't notice anything because he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Picks or it doesn't happen.
When Xerxes and Selig, you both like catch some movement on the roof line of the building. You can see like what first you're not really like certain, but coming around one side and then kind of like sitting down near one of the chimneys on this building is a humanoid figure, and then a second, and they're just kind of sitting there atop the building. You also see a few figures kind of milling about out front of the building. One of them appears to be kind of like in semi-heavy armor. It looks kind of piecemeal, not like a full set. You can see the two people on the roof line are wearing like dark clothes, and maybe you catch like a glint of like metal from like a crossbow or something.
These are all our all-rogue characters that Michael never let us play.
But there seems to be some movement about, and yeah, out front you can kind of see a couple of these humanoid figures kind of milling about in the like the slowly kind of like starting to set sun. They seem to be kind of talking to one another. Every once in a while, one of them like you can see him like loading a crossbow or something and shooting it at like a stump across the way.
How far are we?
You're like somewhere within a mile. Like you're a decent ways out, but you can kind of see some things happening.
Cool. I assume we just keep walking to it.
You and I didn't see it.
Well, I assume something climbed up. Maybe we just kept arguing.
Saley, do you have any thoughts?
Don't know what kind of people we might be dealing with. Of course, I can always fly in there and see. It's still 5e. I can turn into a mosquito. Or we can just trust that we've got enough muscle if anything goes south to be able to handle ourselves.
I mean, if we're being honest, you seem to be pretty confident in Lagandu's abilities, sight unseen.
Oh well, as long as he thinks I'm confident in his abilities.
This is going to be the fun part about being level 12, having either unreasonable overconfidence that we could murder ball on sight anyone we encounter, or the fact like after one round it's like, oh shit, we're the ones getting murder balled, like, and no in between. Yeah, let's keep. I mean, we got
We're
Just
just
because they have
looking-
weapons doesn't mean they're bad people.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine. I have the arcane eye if we wanted to scout them out, but they haven't seemed. Yeah, let's keep going and
They seem to just be living their life.
yeah.
I mean, chances are, if they haven't seen us yet, we're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't some scouting party that. So yeah, we'll keep walking towards them.
Love it. So you continue kind of walking down the road there towards the thing. When you get within about a half mile or so, those of you kind of looking onward towards the building, you do see a bit more movement. You see the alertness, kind of the like exclamation points in a video game above the two people on the roof. They kind of like pop up, and you can kind of see them look to each other and start like motioning in the direction of you guys, and you can like hear muffled voices of like, "There's somebody on the road," like some calling out happening. And the guys that are in the kind of in that area out front kind of start like looking over in your general direction, and a couple of them then head inside through the like large double doors. As you kind of get a better look at this place, it has this kind of like large like river stone kind of like masonry all along the bottom level of this place, with this very large, like oversized, big wooden doors, like in the front, and then on top, the second story is literally all wood with windows and like a slightly sloped pitch roof. But it looks like there's, at least from this direction, you see only one entry, and that's these massive, oversized doors, like a wagon could fit through these doors. If Xerxes perhaps had been through here before, you might know like the whole bottom floor is like stables, and like the inn is on the second floor. So there is only that main entry, unless there's like some kind of entry around the back. But it's kind of all through that, like those big doors. So you see a couple of the guys kind of go inside, and a couple of them are still standing outside kind of looking in your general direction before they also kind of go in the doors. And then the two guys on the roof kind of like pitch themselves back as if maybe you hadn't seen them, kind of behind the chimney. And Xerxes probably with like your kind of like keen perception, you might see one of them kind of like poking his head out every once in a while, like checking to see if you guys are there.
We're committed now, so. And there's no one left outside anymore?
No, they all have gone inside.
Interesting.
You said we're like a half mile away?
Yeah.
Might as well keep going at this point. Hearing no dissension.
Carry it on.
Yeah.
All right.
Ten-minute warning.
10-minute warning, guys.
Michael, you've got 10 minutes before you have to say the words roll initiative.
Ooh. No. How much is premium? $10 a month?
Damn.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's way too much.
All right. Let me give you a little bit more of a visual here. Not that it's really giving you much, but
How long do we? Dumb question. How long is it going to take for us to close the gap? Like 5-10 minutes, right?
if you're just walking, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pause us all and say, hey, y'all want to give me 10 minutes to cast something real quick? Since I mean they don't seem to be very interested in greeting us.
Can we know
Cool.
what you're casting?
Yeah, just something that will keep us from having to say words if we don't want to. And so, as a ritual, assuming
Gotcha.
no one stops me, I will cast telepathic bond.
No, that's not what I thought you were casting.
Oh, what do you think I was casting?
I wanted a zone of truth.
Oh, I don't think I could get.
Bond is kind of dope, though.
Yeah, it is kind of dope. I don't think I. Does a wizard have access to that?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I was thinking because you said we don't have to say words if we don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
The like zone of truth. Like if you don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
say anything, yeah. That's where my mind went.
Bard, cleric, or paladin. Those are the only ones.
Where's your bard dip?
Bard dip.
Anyway, if the party will allow me, I will pause us for a few minutes to cast that.
Sure.
Cool. I feel like that's going to be a useful spell at times. Cooper agrees.
He loves that.
Yeah. All right, we keep going forward.
All right, don't mind me. Okay.
While you're setting up,
Yep.
I'm gonna drop a new Google Meets link.
Are those two bros on the roof still just like scoping us out?
As you kind of have gotten in closer, you haven't seen them up there.
Gotcha.
You haven't noticed them.
Okay. Were you going up to the door? All right, well, Steven's going to go up to the door at least. Bang, bang, bang.
The sound kind of loud, these big heavy doors, as you kind of bang on them, and you don't hear anything. No answer.
Okay. Try it one more time.
How tall is this building?
Like the equivalent of like a 2-story building with a roof on it. I don't know.
So that's
25 to 30 feet
Yeah.
tall.
So Maddie's gonna be like, "This is stupid," and then she's gonna call and she'll be like, Hey, I'm coming up if you guys are still up there. And she is gonna.
Wait, Maddie, no.
Some wings are gonna literally come from her off her back, and she will fly up to the top of the roof. And just these draconic wings just sprout from her back, and she flies up the roof and lands. And it's like, hey, we're just like looking maybe for a night to sleep and some food. We really don't mean any harm, but she is on the roof with the 2 archers.
So as you land on the roof, you start saying that, and you're like rolling your eyes, walking around the corner where these 2 dudes, you don't see them, so it's like they must be over here. And you see like the top of a ladder from the back of the building. And there isn't anybody up there on the roof. But you can see that there's a ladder that reaches the top of the building.
So that reaches like higher up?
No, like down.
He's saying they walked down. the
It
ladder.
appears that there's nobody up on the roof at this point. But there's a ladder from outside the back of the building that reaches from the ground outside to the top of the building.
So
Anything up there, Maddie?
Just the ladder around back.
I'll knock on the door again. Hey, we're just looking for a place to stay. We know you're in there. We saw you see us.
But you said the ladder goes back outside. It doesn't like magically drop in the middle of the building.
Correct. Yeah, it's just like leaned up against the back of the building. Big wooden ladder. There's no response.
All right, Maddie. Well, they don't want anything to do with us. Let's get out of here and make the DM find a new way to bring Croft's character in.
Make no assumptions. That I promise. Make no assumptions.
No, I know. You already showed this spell token.
I forgot Isabel's token.
Yeah, it would be nice to see what's going on.
Croft sees nothing.
Oh, nice.
Isabel appears.
Just has popcorn eaten. I just
Yeah.
keep going on.
Well,
Maddie will begrudgingly walk down the ladder on the other side, just not to literally waste 2. And she will also knock on the back door.
Yeah, so you come down the back ladder to the back of the building, and there's no door on the back.
Can she just do
It's
any
just
sort of
stone all the way across?
All right. Yep. I mean, they're still out of the way. The cross is not a door. I don't think like Maddie's curious enough to try to like break into the building. Like these people want to be left alone. Like that's cool. I don't have a reason to go try to figure out what's in there. So
yeah, I agree.
Connor's curious, but Maddie's sure shit not. She was like, "You gonna give me a drink tonight?" Nope. All right.
Yeah.
So, Salad, Lagandu, any last things?
Xerxes.
Before we leave?
They don't want to be bothered. Let's not bother them.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
All right, we will just kind of walk back down the road, I guess.
All right.
And made a map too. That's why Marshall's curious.
So where's the plan? So it is almost night. You know you won't reach the crossing by nightfall. So where are you guys gonna hole up?
Let's go because we have to keep going past this place to get to the crossing, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Did
I'd
we,
say let's-
or would it? Sorry, this is like a little like meta, but I mean, you had brought it up. Would invoking old Van Dory's name have changed any of that?
Oh,
Maddie, maybe like when Maddie's patiently waiting and she doesn't quite know like what's important, what's not important. If like she says like, "We're looking for old Van Dory," I hear she's pretty cool. Would that have affected any of the would the door gotten opened?
No, it does not seem to have any different effect.
Thanks.
we can all rest easy now versus having to turn around like, wait a minute. Completion. We are completionists. I say let's walk like half mile to a mile down the road, so maybe we could kind of be inside of it in case they try to like sneak up on us, and we can hut up and call it a night there. But that's just my thought. We can go farther away if we want to.
No, I like that idea.
So the woods are like kind of generally close to this area. If you wanted to go into the woods at all, to kind of get a better spot on the side, or if you want to stay closer on the road, that's fine too. You tell me.
Just somewhere where we can kind of see the building or an approach by people.
You want to still be in sight of the building?
Like that half mile view away, that like just on the other side. I guess.
Okay, so yeah, going north. If you go north, you're going to lose sight of the building just because of the way where the woods are. If you go further than like 200, 300 feet, you'll be out of sight of the building.
Then we'll just keep walking for a while. Then it doesn't matter. And we'll just keep watch.
Perf.
We have a hut.
I will bring you to a. Do I have a camp map still? Oh my word! This camp map is wild.
I'm sure the tokens on it are going to be great.
It's Xerxes' workshop map.
Oh, nice.
I must have popped that onto a. That's hilarious. Okay, copy.
Always be working, man.
Oh, the dynamic lighting is so weird. I'm gonna have to put you on this map because it's really funny before I delete the thing. You're in the workshop right now.
That's hilarious.
How do I get rid of all? Oh, it's like really weird. What the fuck? Okay. I feel like it like updated the dynamic lighting or something. Wild. All right. Obviously, Isabel does not have to be in the tiny hut. Well, you don't have an overfull hut?
I was gonna say people are gonna have to like take their own watches. Like no,
I do like that
doubling up
somehow
on
Xerxes
watches.
is still not going to somehow.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Got to get some rest, man.
Yeah.
I do like that you could have even gotten away with that and not like literally broke apart the party with Steven being an elf. Technically, like there was 4 of us, you still technically could have done it.
Yeah.
Gotten away with it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So watches. How are watches taking place? Y'all just passing out in the hut because it's totally safe.
The bad guys don't have magic laser cutters. It's fine.
True. This ain't Star Wars. You tell me what you want to do. What's the plan, ladies and gents?
Selig will take first watch, and he'll take it as the animal that sees the best and hears the best and perceives the best, whatever that is.
Okay.
You know, the owl.
He knows.
Chimera.
The owl gets advantage on perception checks for them.
Oh yeah, and he can turn his head all the way around without moving. I like it.
Love that.
Yeah, an owl sounds perfect.
All right, so there's an owl sitting atop the hut, which is pretty dope.
That is kind of dope.
Maddie can take second watch.
Steven will take 3 and 4.
Perfecto.
Take whatever,
I don't know how to...
if there's even one needed.
There's not. We can.
Cool.
Yeah. We'll rotate the Selig, Maddie, Lagandu, taking 2 of 3. Xerxes always somehow seems to be like, a little sore.
I think at this point, it's like it's probably not even brought up. Steven's like he just.
When Steven is like setting up the hut, he will be looking at the 3 of you specifically. Won't even look at Xerxes. Like, we need 2 of you to take watches at you 3, and won't even acknowledge that Xerxes could do it.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just working something out. You know how it goes.
Man, I have so much shit I have to do in the morning now. This is insane.
Oh, I noticed there's like a command on your sheets now for like long rest and short rest. What does that do? Does that actually work?
It works if you set so like under that or above it maybe, or is it under it, all those little boxes that you can add to be like, you can put like like the things that you can use as a class, like your class benefits. So like access
on the left, one of them on the right.
And you can, if you click on the little cog-wheel, you can tell it to reset on a short rest or long
Oh, that's
rest.
sick.
You can also
That is
click to
sick.
use PB for your proficiency, or not your proficiency bonus, if it's one of those that's how it knows how many you have.
Per day? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
So those you can link those to reset if you do a short rest or long rest or both.
I'm super
Or not at
impressed
all.
by the number of bottle caps you have, Preston, on your sheet.
I have so many. I only use those for like late in the campaign too.
I thought that was a joke when I just jumped on your sheet.
No.
I just wanted to look at that short rest.
I was hoarding them.
Michael, I did do a sending message last night.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You can send that to me. And we can figure that out.
Yeah. We might get to the point where someone needs to take the final watch with Steven. Because right now, by my math, he has to spend 30 minutes of it doing stuff, not watching.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we do that, Lagandu?
Whatever. He goes by whatever. Maddie has only called you whatever the entire time.
Good lord.
He did introduce himself as whatever.
I thought we killed these characters.
Don't worry.
anyone who's third?
Steven.
Watch? Steven, on your watch, you have 100. You have pretty good dark vision now, right?
120 feet.
Awesome. Yeah, what's your passive?
15.
Yeah, that's enough. You actually notice
And-
something.
Cool.
Do you have something?
No, I just said cool.
Oh, okay. There is a creature moving through the woods that kind of picks up your attention. On all fours, canine, it doesn't take long for you to see that it's just a wolf kind of like stalking through the woods, prowling from north to south. It's within 100 feet of you, like of the hut, but it doesn't seem to take notice of the hut.
Cool.
And then kind of like, 20 feet further away from it, you see a second one prowling through, and then a third. And they're just kind of like all kind of spaced apart from each other. And they're all coming from north to south. So like heading basically the direction that you came from.
Got it.
And then you see a big one.
Cool. Great.
Clearly a dire wolf.
Awesome.
And they're all pretty quiet. They're moving really pretty silently through the woods, but you can just kind of see their movement happening. And you watch that, obviously, as how could you not?
Yep.
And then you hear a little more rustling, like coming in that same direction from behind them, and you see these big lumbering shapes, these humanoid shapes, very large, probably like 12 to 14 feet high, but they're walking with like really hunched over backs, like and they're bulbous. There's all these kind of like large just like bulbous, almost hunchbacky shapes, kind of long arms kind of hanging down, massive club being like carried with one of them. Then you see a second one kind of moving through the woods as well, and they're following the same path as the wolves were. Yeah. And they're just kind of moving slowly.
Can I do a nature check to see if I recognize, or what kind of check do you want?
That's a good question.
Are they giants?
Let's see. Yeah, nature is good. So from as far as you can tell, like your first instinct was like troll or something like that, just because of the way they were moving. But they're more upright than most trolls you see, and they're walking less animalistically. So yeah, giant is a pretty solid guess, but there's something different about them. They don't walk with the same lumber or like aimlessness as maybe an ogre. They're seeming to be moving kind of quietly through these woods for their massive kind of 12 to 15 foot tall size. And yeah, I mean you don't have clear sight lines of them.
Sure.
Even with superior dark vision, just in this dark, it's kind of like grays, and they're over 100 feet away.
I can see normally, just in case that makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
I can give you the
True.
text if you want it, but I can see normal.
So yeah, I mean, within 100 feet or so, they bulbous is like a really solid. They almost look like deformed in certain ways, like massive, like bulbous, like bumps on them, like oversized eyes, like deformed face, like hills have eyes, kind of like
Cool.
creepiness.
Okay. Awesome. That's fun.
And overall, I mean, like pretty fucking sinister looking creatures at
Yeah.
the same time. Like they just like they give you the heebie-jeebies.
Coming from north to south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's it. I just see the 3 wolves and the 3 giant-like creatures.
Yeah, and then the one dire wolf. So there's
Yeah.
4 wolves in total.
Okay. I believe we established as canon that I could not cast the arcane eye. Can I cast the arcane eye and it go through the hut?
I don't believe so. I don't think magic can go through the hut.
I don't think you can either. Yeah, I just wanted to ask. It's been so long since we played. I forgot Steven had other people cast the hut.
Well, it's been so long since you've been out
Yeah, that's true.
in
It's
the
been
world.
months.
Also, if anyone's wondering, snow begins to fall.
Great. Actually, you know what?
The first snow of the year.
That makes Steven's decision easier. He will let them just kind of wander by. Because we will now be able to clearly pick up their trail, probably.
Yeah, the snow
If we want
is
to.
the snow is a falling.
Okay.
But yeah, they kind of lumber through the darkness. You kind of watch them as they go, and they kind of disappear into that dark as the snow kind of starts to hit the top of the hut. You can like your windshield, and you can see it's a pretty good snow for our first snow being a heavy snow. By morning, there's going to be some definite snowfall. So that was third watch.
Yep.
And you're also on fourth watch, correct?
As well, I would wake up Lagandu with an hour left in the last watch, just because rules is written. Steven would be spending basically 20 minutes preparing his spells, and
a lot of work to do that guy.
And 10 minutes casting another ritual. So, death ward, if you will.
Well, before that happens,
Okay.
But how far away from you, or how far away from the thing did you end up?
We never really established.
How far away would you want to be?
I thought the half mile was still good to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if we see anybody wandering out at like 6 a.m, we can just be like, "Hey, no, we were really trying to be nice." Like,
Yeah, before we kill you. But yeah, half mile. That is what we said.
I don't know how sound travels in a half mile, but it's way more fun if you can hear. You hear distant screams.
Uh-oh.
About an hour, maybe 2 hours after what you previously saw. You hear like distant, half mile away, a couple like blood curdling screams.
Good.
That
Good.
really like just pierce the night air.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay. Well, everyone else would have gotten a full rest, I think. I'll wake. I'll definitely wake up Lagandu since I said he was gonna wake. I was gonna wake him up because we're on the 4th watch now, right?
Yeah, you're on the 4th watch at this point.
Yeah. I'll wake up Lagandu. Hey, Lagandu. Psst.
Yep.
Oh wow, you just come awake real quick. That's I normally need like some shakes. Cool. Yeah. So did you hear that? Did you hear that screaming?
No, I wasn't that awake.
Okay. Yeah, so I think all those people back at that inn may be dead, or some of those people may be dead, because like an hour ago, there were a couple giants who walked by, and some wolves and a dire wolf, and they were heading that direction, and now I just started hearing screaming. So I don't know if we want to like go see if we can help them. It's like, hey, good riddance. Yeah, what do you think?
It doesn't hurt to help people, but what does your group typically do?
Kind of depends on the mood. I will wake Xerxes up, because he's normally the conscience, if you will. Xerxes, hey. Psst.
What? Huh? What?
Yeah, this is what I thought you were going to be like, Lagandu. Hey,
The light
morning. So, and I'll just re-share what I just told Lagandu. I can leave, but then the hut goes down. That's kind of the problem.
Can everyone see in the dark?
That's a great question.
I can.
I can. Can you, Lagandu?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure yes. I think everyone can.
Everybody but Maddie has light. Can't
Cool.
So.
Wow, this is it was the opposite, wasn't it?
The prequel,
Yeah.
nobody had dark vision.
Oh,
yeah.
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, prequel, it was just like, nope, no night travel. We're okay. Yeah, we can all see in the dark, I guess.
Well, if they're struggling against those creatures, they would clearly stand no chance against ourselves. I'd say they probably need our help.
All right. Yeah, you're right. Let's go get him. All right, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
All right, people, get up.
I will accidentally use Shocking Grasp, but only a touch, to like with a finger to get Maddie up.
Oh God, she's gonna punch you like 18 times
in 6 seconds,
and then she's gonna like concussive blow you or something.
No, she pops up and then kind of like glares at you for a second, and kind of just like gives you like a respectful nod.
Let's go. We're going.
I don't suppose anybody can give Maddie dark vision. No.
I could. So, Michael, how would you like to interpret Steven's preparing his spells at this moment in time?
I mean,
because he has had a full rest.
Oh, if you've already had the full rest, you could have prepared them during your watch.
But no, do you see what I'm saying of like, if I have prepared them already, there's no way I would have prepped dark vision because there's no reason for him to. Or if you're like, no, you can still prepare your spells if y'all want to sit for 17 minutes while Steven does that. That's what I'm asking. It's basically you need to tell me which it is.
Yeah, I like that interpretation. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be able to still prep spells, I'm okay with that, but it's going to take time.
Yeah.
If you want to not take time and have your spells prepped already, I'm also okay with that. But
Okay.
you wouldn't.
Did Arthur leave us his goggles of night before he left?
No, he needs those.
Probably not. Yeah.
Probably not.
What about all of the
I mean,
other
if you want to like be
stuff?
stealthy, just like Maddie just.
I was gonna-
There's other gear you guys like.
Yeah.
Need, then you guys
I was
like
gonna
that.
post.
We loot Saru's body?
That's what I was going to talk about that before we started.
Yeah, you would
I
have
figured
it. It's probably in the bag.
I figured I'd just throw a lot of it in the Discord because there's the haversack, and then he had
There's
the light sword.
Well, and we have so
swimming
much
armor.
We have so much gold in the bag of holding. If Maddie was coming with us, we definitely could have retconned. Maybe not for right now, the second. That's a little unfair. But for next session, could have bought a Goggles of Night for her.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of how we figure out, like, oh, these are the things that we need, so we can just buy those types of things. That's totally fine.
Okay.
We can talk on that on the new Discord server.
Considering we've already heard the screams and they're a half mile away, like I feel like the 15 minutes it's going to take is not going to move the needle significantly. So Steven will prep his spells real quick. God, 17. So
I really have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to.
Perfect.
And then,
Okay.
So take your 9:34 break.
Hang on.
Should I just exit this call and you start a new one, or what?
We've got 20 minutes.
But probably, because, I think it's not a bad idea. Hang on, Marshall. Were you going to prep your spells?
Yes.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I would think if you've already heard screams, like,
we're in
15
haste.
minutes.
Like, we need to go.
15 minutes could be.
Okay. I was saying the
and I
opposite,
think
because the fact that like we're still like a 10-minute run away, but y'all are saying, which is fine by me. I can not prep this. Okay, cool. Steven does not have a dog in the fight.
And if Lagandu wants like a silent approach, like Maddie can just hold on to somebody.
What's the point?
Well, that was the thing.
Lagandu,
Lagandu's point just would have been: does Maddie want dark vision so that we're not carrying a glowing light through the forest towards them to cause more attention? So
I mean, she
whatever.
can just have. I mean, she just casts light on a person and just can probably mostly cover it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least until it matters.
Yeah.
And like drawing their attention's not a bad thing.
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. Maddie could just run away with the
It's
light.
you'll be able to see, like, say if we're worried the light would draw too much attention, like you could be able to see the 5 feet in front of us that as we're running, and then you could cast light when it comes battle time.
Yeah, I just prefer to say I'd prefer to save the action. So unless you have some like big reason, like you're secret rogue and want to go stealth, then Meadow just have light on her and try to like obscure it. But
love it.
So you're taking some time before heading out.
No, we are not. We were not on the same page. We are not taking time.
Gotcha.
Steven's using the spell list from yesterday. So we heard the screams and we're on the move.
Nope.
Going in hot.
Running through the woods towards basically back from where you came. You travel for about half a mile in this kind of like heavy snow, lower visibility as the snow is coming down. And you turn the corner to maybe more light than you're expecting, because part of the building it has currently caught fire.
Great.
As you kind of turn the corner. The upper part of the upper rear portion is on fire. It's not a raging inferno by any means. You can tell the wood is kind of like older, maybe rotted. It's not like taking fire that quickly. But you can also see that, if left unchecked, this place will probably burn down within a few hours or so. And the closer you got, the more kind of like sounds of like screams or combat or like just like whimpering, like people that you can hear. And as you turn the corner to the front, I'm going to put you on the map and I'll just have everyone roll initiative from there, and then we'll just figure out how things go.
Yes. High level combat.
And we'll get into more of what you see and all that jazz.
Man, these guys really should have let us in.
You're telling me.
We did try,
You
to our credit.
are telling me.
America no longer reigns supreme in baseball, just in case.
Ah, dang it, man. We used to be a great country.
It was a filthy slider. Not gonna lie.
Best baseballers around.
Japan.
Nothing like a nat 2 for your first initiative roll back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Sorry, Isabel, don't. You're not actually there. Yuck, 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 yuck.
That joke will literally never get old. For as long as Croft is just watching through Isabel, that joke's not going to get old.
Don't mind
The real
me.
Isabel was the friends who made along the way.
Or the friends she left beyond the way. Insert the CSI Miami music.
Just gonna have this gentleman be this person for me for now. All right, let me get some things on the initiative here. See if this works. Oh, yes. It does.
Fomorian? Is that what that says?
Who's to say? Yeah, that is what it says.
Yeah, just reading a word on the page, that's all.
All right. I'm gonna give you guys like a surprise round in the essence of nobody really knows you're here as you kind of turn this corner. You can be closer to the building if you wish. You would have been coming from this direction generally. So yeah, we'll just go. You can each basically take a turn. So if we do it by party order, that's fine. Just depends what you want to do. So I can just go down by Stalig first, and then kind of go through this round as you wish. But you basically come around the corner to find a kind of mess out front. From your perspective, I think you can probably you can't really see the doors. Well, we'll say you can see one, as it was torn off its hinges and kind of tossed into this area here. Out front, there's maybe just a big wooden door, and you can see corpses on the ground. These corpses look like they have been impacted with very heavy clubs and smashed. A couple of them actually you can see that have just had like an arm torn off and kind of tossed to the wayside. And there's a couple wolves that you can see just digging into one of the corpses. They're just kind of like tearing it apart. Some of these guys, for flavor's sake, maybe one of them is like alive and he's like, oh god, but he's not long for this world. And it's just a pretty horrific scene, but kind of cool at the same time, as there's fire kind of illuminating the scene and the snow is falling. Real expensive, big first scene to kick off the season.
Got to bring the people back in, episode 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you say it's dark out?
Yeah, it's like the sun will be rising within the next like hour and a half. So it's
Gotcha. Will, you're first on the surprise round.
Oh, I don't like that. It took away my. Oh, it's.
Xerxes or I can go first on the surprise round if you would like.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna look at the wolf. So the wolf that's tearing the guy's arm,
Yeah.
is that the one with the big X over him, meaning he's dead?
Oh, the gentleman that's getting his arm torn off. Yeah, he's dead.
This guy here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look at this wolf, and I'm gonna look at my new friend Lagandu, and say, let's show him how we do it. And he will dominate that beast.
You love to see it.
Nice.
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me and do whatever I say.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in range for that?
Oh,
You gonna move forward?
yeah, I am.
Got him. Got him.
Oh, I'm not in. I can't do it at all. Wait, how much can I move? Yeah, 30 speed.
You should
I
be able to
can't.
get there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
Got those little legs.
He can.
Oh no. Yeah, you're short. That's good.
Oof.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. He will take that spell slot back. And instead, he will boy, this one doesn't have a range on it.
Perfect. You're fine.
It probably means I was lazy in copying it over.
That's how you get thrown into D&D jail. That
He's
sounds
going
horrific.
to hit both of those wolves he can see and whatever's burning in that area with a big ass tidal wave.
I'm into that. Conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on the area.
Out of nowhere. 120 feet. You're fine.
Yeah,
You're
good.
fine.
All the melted snow from the fire. What are you talking about? Tidal wave amount.
Tidal wave. My wolves need a dex save. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
My beautiful dexterous wolves. Come on, Wolfie. Wolfie 1. 18.
Saves.
18 saves.
Wolfie 2. Not so much.
So full and half of this, and the half one is not knocked prone, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says.
16 damage. Oh, God. You hear a as one of the wolves is just crushed under the weight of the tidal wave. You probably hear that twice, but the other one just doesn't die yet. The one is knocked prone because it's literally killed.
Xerxes?
My turn?
Yep. Or Lagandu.
Oh shit, we're going to.
Either or.
It's
I'm
fine,
just
you
gonna
guys
dash
are-
up. So
You guys are very close to the same.
yeah.
You want to dash Lagandu?
Yeah. So I'm there. 25. Yeah. There.
Love to see it. X Factor.
Pew pew.
You're gonna shoot Lagandu. 23 hits, and the wolf is dead.
Okay. Then he will just
Okay.
use his additional action, I guess, to... Well, can I can't even remember if I can do that. Can I reload after shooting once? Feels like I should be able to do that.
Yeah, why not?
Why wouldn't you be able to?
It's a second attack, right?
Just
Why not?
Of course.
Boom,
another-
one shot, one kill.
Nailed it.
You're back, baby.
It's
You guys all
high
just looked at
noon.
me like,
Alright.
is he really keep putting this level 12 party up against fucking CR
This is it.
one quarter
Dire
wolves?
wolves?
1 quarter. CR 1 quarter wolves.
The Reddit's already in place. Don't worry about it.
That's what I'm
Reddit's
doing.
angry.
I mean, we all know Xerxes is the expert at killing animals, so no surprise.
Yeah,
This
that's
guy's gonna
zero
be-
surprise.
All over the Discord channel. Just raking me over the coals for this. I CR 12. Why send them up against wolves? Steven.
All right, Steven is going to move 30 feet. He will pull out a pearl and crush it in his hand and is going to cast this spell at level 4. Fortune's Favor. So
Very cool.
it's a spell we haven't seen for a long time. Basically, Xerxes, Selig, and Steven are all going to get a free roll at some point for the next hour.
Dope.
Then, with his bonus action, he will disappear and appear right next to Lagandu. Yep.
Very Nightcrawlery.
Yep.
Dope.
That's that is his turn.
Right. Almost at the bottom of the order, Maddie. The slowest. Probably because of all the drugs she does.
Probably.
Don't smoke cigarettes, kids.
Maddie's gonna move there.
If you smoke cigarettes, you can move really far, really fast.
Holy.
I mean,
That's not even all of her movement with a dash.
I'm sure. That's the crazy part. Steven was literally about to like look behind and taunt you, and then I remembered you're a monk, and I was like, yeah, no. Not gonna work.
So she'll use her her bonus action. She'll use a key point to Step of the Wind, so she can be like a rogue and do whatever it's called, but a dash with the bonus action. So that's how she gets here.
Awesome.
And then she is going to use her fire breath, or not, or she's going to use her breath and do, I gotta remember what kind of damage I can do. We'll do lightning damage. Why not?
This is just your test, wasn't it, Michael?
I was thinking literally the same thing. Michael like put
Stress
the softball,
test.
like everyone's gonna be so excited to show off their new shit. Let me
Nope.
let me see what they can do.
I'm just sitting here going, how can I get this combat without showing as little of my cards as possible?
The audience is already familiar with Xerxes, myself, and Selig. So
All right.
but
You can't give it all in episode 1.
no, but that's what you're doing right. Like you're still supposed to be cloaked in
Oh,
mystery.
my,
like,
You gotta make them want it.
yeah,
I just thought it
exactly.
was mean that Michael killed Cross character before he could even get to him.
Yep. That dwarf got his arm pulled off. Just... and then got tidal waved. fuck?
Yeah, just walked right past me.
Straight out of Avatar: The Way of Water.
Well, my roll 20 is having a bad time.
Love that. It likes to do that.
Um,
You did roll 3 d6s that I got. So there's that.
Oh, it did work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's supposed to be. That's the damage, but it's a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
For my wolf.
Yes.
Critical fail.
So it takes 11
11?
points. Yeah.
Some would say it had exactly 11 hit points.
So
And
she just
those people that say that would be correct. What kind
She
of
just-
damage?
lightning. So she just breathes lightning out of her mouth and just electrocutes this wolf.
This wolf. that
Nobody
was-
saw it. Can any of us see it?
I think maybe Steven can. just barely
Steven
see
can
it.
see the lightning coming out, but that's it.
Yeah, I would see. Yeah, you could see a flash of light on the snow.
Yeah, you'd see that flash of light. Steven would see the lightning kind of exit her mouth and just assume that she's just murdering innocent people inside. Because you don't know.
It's the only reasonable assumption to come to.
Okay. End of the quote-unquote surprise round. Dazen, would you like to roll in?
Daisy?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely what was said.
Absolutely. Said
A really solid roll. And that wolf is actually dead. Start of the second round.
Oh, wow. Oh, I need to change that thing before I do anything else. Oh, man.
Welcome to the game. What a way to begin.
So out of the corner of Maddie's eye, she sees this heavily armored, full plate helmet as well, so you can't even see the face. And alongside, carrying this massive tower shield, and in the right hand, it looks like some sort of crossbow. And initially he has it like pointed at Maddie when he comes around the corner, kind of like checking corners type thing, and then immediately aims it inward and is going to unleash a flurry of shots at that big direwolf. Let's see.
Not the big direwolf. My friend.
So we really don't have a healer, huh?
He's my
Man.
friend.
Oh, no!
Oh my.
Oh, so is that
Started off
first
on
one
the right
confirmed?
foot.
The most beautiful entry.
Michael's that first one confirmed?
I can't wait for you to accidentally have to shoot
Unbelievable.
Maddie, and for Maddie's
Uh,
only reasonable response to me to
Is to
fight
kill you. Yeah.
No,
kill you.
I will. I'll have you confirm it because you were firing to like. Those are your shots, right? To kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll just have to fight through 2 confirmation rolls,
Okay.
like a beast here.
First one and the second one.
All right. They do not confirm, so you just missed twice as you kind of turn the corner. Maybe the flash of lightning almost like hit you a bit, like blinded the eyes a little bit. The third strike does hit a solid thump into that thing, but the first 2 go wide. Maybe they hit the jutting out wall or pillar that's right there. But the third does indeed strike the target.
All right. And that's the first 2 attacks are the action, and the third attack was the bonus action.
Sweet. Selig, it is your go.
Saleg is He is more concerned with his newfound friendship with Laganju than he is with the imminent threat. He saw which direction Maddie took off in. Like, this whole area up here is just building, right? That's the building.
Yes, that is correct.
So the first thing he's going to do... And how big's the door, you said?
The door is like 10 feet across, 12 feet high, probably more like 12 feet across. It can fit like a wagon through with 2 horses.
Would you say it would fit a large creature?
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
It could also be used as like a surfboard for a large creature, and it's like laying over here on the ground.
Never mind. This thing is oversized.
Right there. That's the door.
Huge is too big to fit through that door, right?
You could squeeze through it. But you don't know what the inside looks like.
I'm glad that you said that. So glad. No, he's just gonna turn into his earth elemental. Seep into the ground and burrow. Well, I can't burrow in there because it's dark. But he's burrowing in there and popping up inside the building.
You loved that. You loved that. Where do I have? I think I have a Sailor Earth Elemental somewhere.
Yeah.
In the basement of Briarwood Keep.
Sailig.
Sailig B Earth.
B Earth, yeah.
Sailing beer.
Found him. Okay. Do you have control of that?
I do. Can you move me like 20 feet into that building?
Yeah. How do you're underground and then you come up? If there's structural walls atop of you, do you know that?
I don't think he knows it, but he can still come up inside of them
Goodness gracious.
and pop out.
if they're made of wood?
Question.
Because this is earth. Like masonry. There's masonry. The ground is masonry for sure.
Stone and wood both came from the ground at some point. Michael. That's elitist.
Is it earth wide? Is there like rule? Like, because if you might be damaging the structure, which is fine.
The elemental can burrow through non-magical unworked earth and stone, not wood. So if he came up, he would hit his head and have to look for a new place, or just power through it.
Yeah, as an earth elemental, you could easily power through what's here, but it might do some structural damage to parts of the building. That's all I'm saying. Not a lot, just parts.
Good thing there's a fire going.
Yeah, that's not going to be an issue later down the road.
Not anymore. He just tidal waved it.
Yeah,
True, yeah.
You're fine. You're fine. Can this character see?
I can't see. It's dark.
Okay.
Great.
But you have night vision. This character too. I'm sure.
He has dark vision and tremor sense, whatever that is. Maybe he knows where the wood is.
You're great. All right, can you see now?
Yes.
All right. You kind of came up through this wall here and did some damage to the structure above you. You can see there is also wood. It looks like a balcony that's kind of jutting out in this kind of massive interior space. So could have been a big ass thing and been fine. You came out of the ground directly next to a very large creature.
Punching it.
That looks like this.
Oh,
For everyone.
that's horrifying.
I didn't get to see it.
Click again.
Does Selig
That's fair.
recognize the necklace?
He's fun.
Make a. That's a good question. Make a religion check. No.
Punching it.
You love to see it.
That's what the people came for.
21
So
will
no one can see what's happening.
hit. 18 points of blood. Just big punch, 19 to hit. That'll also hit. This is like freaking two titans going up against each other right now. All right, what else you got?
So he takes a look around, and I see 4 living things, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
He's going to incur the attack of opportunity and just glide right back into the ground.
Love to see it. He's gonna try to hit you with the club. $28?
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could use your roll here. Just don't forget you have it.
Can you use it on other?
Basically, it basically just invokes disadvantage.
Nice.
You don't have to. Like
You
just,
want it?
No. No, I'll save that for the crit.
All right.
And the Earth Elemental has like a separate health pool or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, you're fine.
It's broken. I don't even know how he got it. I think Will may have just hacked it in.
He picked Druid. That's how he got
picked
it.
Druid.
Yeah.
High level druids are beasts.
I mean, you can just keep me there because it might be logistically hard, but I guess he couldn't see now, but he can tremor sense.
Yeah, you're there. That's cool. Unless you want to move, I'll just remind me when I go to punch you that you're in the ground. Lagandu.
We're just moving up. Gonna go there. Let's see. End up. Or not. Oh. There. Actually, I can move there. Yeah. He's gonna yell at the new guy over here, and what's your business up here?
It's just shooting into the building.
That's it.
Should I wait or?
Yeah, you can yell back in the heat of the moment as long as it is a 6-second answer.
Lagandu or whatever. Here's some words that go in his mind. Focus on the foes for now.
Love that. You love it. Xerxes.
I may need to dash to see anything. Yep. That's my turn.
Steve-O.
Steven will move. Steven will still not see anything, which is annoying. So he'll do his disappearing act, his Nightcrawler move. Oh my, okay. Yeah. Lot of stuff in here. That's cool.
A lot of things happening in here.
Yeah, this okay. I don't want to be in here now. Stephen will. Hang on, need to check a range. All right. Stephen will cast another 4th level spell. I don't know why that was 2nd level, but that's cool. These 2 wolves and the beastie guy closest to me all need to make int saving throws.
Solid int. Small wolf. Solid big wolf. Better. This one. Be a 5. Let's complete the chain. Oh my gosh.
We did it.
That's kind of insane. I love that.
That's amazing.
Blown away.
They all take 10 points of psychic damage, and on their turn, they can't take any reactions till their next turn, and on their turn they must choose between a movement, an action, or a bonus action.
Awesome.
That's what I got.
Alright, it is that one's turn. So he will movement action or bonus action. I gotta see what he can do. Okay. He will look at Steven. Like this.
Okay.
But the text of the spell is clipped. But on a failed save. Doesn't tell me what the save is. Thank you, Roll20, for being annoying. Let me just go to my... I always type in the wrong creature when I'm searching these guys. I always type in Formian, which is like a giant bug. It's not the same thing. Why? Oh, there we go. Gotcha. Okay. It's just not listed the same way. Why is it like this? Let me make sure I'm within range. Sorry, Roll20 doesn't have it set up correctly. Okay, I'm within 60. We're good. Charisma saving throw, Stephen.
Oh, well, that's a new one. I'm gonna go ahead and use my my fortune's favor that I gave myself.
Solid.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Okay. A couple things are going to happen. First is the psychic damage.
Damn it. Never mind. Keep going.
Okay.
Thought I was resistant, but I'm not.
31 points of psychic.
Ow.
And
Tyzon's going to use a reaction.
Okay.
Stephen notices this field develop around him that dampens the damage a little bit momentarily by 6.
Great. Solid. Everyone that's kind of looking in that direction, which is almost everyone that can see Stephen, notices a few things that happen. As Stephen kind of starts to hunch his shoulders a little bit, and a couple like weird protrusions and boils kind of start popping out,
Cool.
and his legs kind of like twist a little, and his arms twist a little as these deformities start to appear on your body, like taking the same almost form as these creatures.
Great.
Though you are still your same stature, and you look like Stephen, you just now appear deformed. While deformed in this way, the creature has its speed halved. You have disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attacks that are based on strength or dex.
Oh, well, that's not an issue. That's fine.
And that's it for now.
Hmm.
I'll give you that
Great.
portion of the text.
Love the for now.
Uh-huh.
Yep, it's what you want. It's what the people wanted.
That's what the people wanted. Okay, and that's all he can do,
All right.
which is great for him. The direwolf can also only move with attack. I don't think he can do much from here. He doesn't really know what he's getting himself into, but he'll just run this way. Just kind of get up in Stephen's grill, but he can't do anything because he's been wobbled.
That was interesting. When you moved him like that, I saw just like a flash of the token in the dark. Like,
Just running through the darkness. This wolf is dead. This gent.
Bug.
This big boy.
Oh.
Big boy. Your speed is big boy. You can get there. Where your wolfie is. Twice hurts luck, they say. He too will use his evil eye ability. Dazen is in the unlucky position. And I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
This is considered magical, right?
You would think it must be.
Okay.
It must be. Well,
Well, we got 10 minutes.
Ooh!
Oh!
solid. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. You take, I think, half damage. Yes.
Not a very
Half damage.
charismatic guy.
But you
No.
are unaffected by the curse of the evil, as they say in this. You will take half of, I think it's 68.
You rolled 68 last time.
Beautiful, thank you. Yeah, roll 20. So roll 20 has just the curse portion text. They don't have the attack portion text. It's really annoying.
What kind of damage is this?
Psychic.
I'll take half of half.
Lovely. Quarter damo. How's this big galoot supposed to know that you're able to evade that? And then I need to put him a little orange dot. Alright, Thug's turn. You don't notice anything happen. And you also don't notice anything else happen. Maddie, it is your go. I need to clean up some of these dead bodies, man.
Maddie will take two. She'll do 2 strikes, just like unarmed strikes, or 2 attacks.
Yeah, baby. That'll hit. That'll hit.
And then if for whatever reason, I can leave it bludgeoning, but if anybody's ever resistant to bludgeoning, it can be any of those damage types: acid, fire, cold, lightning. So
It seems to be taking the brunt of the damage.
I figured the bludgeoning would be just fine against, a wolf.
It's yelping as you're smacking it.
And then she'll spend a key point and do flurry of blows for her bonus action. And do it again.
Pop. 12.
And miss twice.
Oh,
Both misses, yeah. Both misses on the flurry.
And then Maddie's gonna look at Steven and say, I trust you can still get the fuck out of here. And she'll pop back outside the door.
Steven will literally give her the finger.
That thing has a reaction now, right?
Yes, it does. It's had its turn.
That's fine.
The wolf will attempt to bite you. Give it its best shot. Oh, look at that. 18 on the die.
Do I have anything else I can do? Being a monk is the most patently absurd thing I've ever seen. But I already used my bonus action. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to make a strength saving throw too, dang.
Yeah, so you're fine. DC 13, I was like, you'll probably be alright. Then again, I really thought Steven would be alright earlier too. So
Yeah. Rolled a 2 and an 8.
the dice be the dice.
Okay.
Alright, so it bites at you, but then you get out of there. Second Wolfie. You'll run up. Do a bite.
No, it won't.
Steven?
No.
Oh, that's the
last one.
alright, so it gets there then. And back to the top of the order.
Alright. not crit fail twice. Aiming first at the small wolfie.
Aiming first at the small deformed elf.
That shouldn't be advantage, but
13 hits. And 7 points will kill it.
okay. Then it will do another shot at the big wolf.
16 also hits. 5 points also kills it.
Oh, nice. And then,
Nice.
as a bonus action, he will make one more hand crossbow shot at the Fomorian. This one.
Oh yes, I can get rid of all of these. Oh yeah, that'll.
And when he does that, he's going to add a psionic strike / thrust to it. So it needs to make a DC 15 strength saving throw and take 8 force damage.
Right.
That saves.
Big,
So he doesn't.
big strength guy,
So he doesn't fall down or anything.
but he still takes the force, right?
He still takes the force. Yeah.
Awesome. A solid round.
I'm gonna back it up slightly.
Selig.
Selig is going to pop up here. Not that it matters, because I think they probably both do too. Actually, right here. Because he does have reach. So he'll pop this one on the left that he's started a fight with a couple more times.
Oh baby.
Critical threat, critical threat, critical
20 to confirm.
critical threat.
That's a
Season 3 is my season. I can feel it.
Let's go.
Oh, nice. Little inspiration and a lot of ammo.
What? I think I can only see Steven. Does that help, Steven? Does that help, like, spell attack rolls?
No,
Yeah.
but
Or
no.
It's inspiration.
It could help a saving throw if you get.
Save.
That's true, yeah. Which clearly I'll
Perfectly
probably have to do
deformed.
again. Yeah. Alright.
All right. So, having success on that first one, he'll pop him again. No advantage.
13 is going to miss.
And this time, he will stay.
Did you
there.
use your free roll?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I will
you wanna
use my
it
free
there?
roll.
Might as well.
15 is going to hit.
There you go. Look at that.
Dope.
So he's going to stay put and look menacing to try to draw their attention.
You do look quite menacing. I'll give you that. Lagandu.
Someone tell Lagandu not to stab me.
There's
Oh, he would-
three
he would've
large
seen me.
creatures in there.
He would have seen me before I went under. He would have seen me.
15.
Our call ends in 2 minutes, but
That's a good point.
rip.
We're gonna go there, and that is. We're going to. Let's see, he's there. We're gonna yell at this one, the Northy guy, and we're gonna ask him to, not ask him, we're going to tell him to leave the mage alone because mages aren't supposed to be front line of combat and he should pick on somebody his own size, and we're gonna do a thing. Wisdom save, please.
I love that you still have that.
Fantastic.
That's great.
Shocked but pleasant.
My Fomorians are beef. Beefcakes.
Bard dip.
Is that bard
No bar dip.
dip?
No
Bard-
bar dip.
Just
How do you
cat
have zero?
No bar dip.
How is there zero bar dip if you dipped in literally everything?
It's the one I left out.
I think of your character like a stone skipped across a pond, but the pond is all of the classes.
And then he's gonna yell through Steven. Get out of there
Steven looks at you and he's
and back the
hideously
hell up.
deformed. Hideously deformed, and it looks like his big, stumpy legs.
Let
It'll
me
take
and
them a long
Dyson
time to get out
hold
of
this
there.
doorway.
Hideously deformed. It's just not good.
He's only partially deformed, right? There's still a
Uh,
little bit of Steven in there.
he still looks like Steven, just hideously.
Okay, yeah.
It's not great, though. All right, Xerxes.
I feel like I'm so behind.
Finally trying to enter the fight? Question mark.
Hey, I can see stuff.
Shoot it.
Okay, let's shoot at the big guy there.
No.
Bang.
Wow.
Critical threat. Critical threat.
And perhaps Dazen did not know to cover his ears.
Bang.
Bang! That will confirm.
So loud.
Ooh.
He got bloody eyes.
Bloody eyes, 3 rounds of bloody eyes. Con negates. Con. Nope. He's blinded. He's blinded, baby. If only he was blinded before he used his evil eye. Wow.
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob. Does not confirm. You're good.
That's it.
All right, putting that in the chat for me. Steven.
Wait,
Oh.
if he's blinded, attack rolls against this creature have advantage.
Yeah, baby, they do. You blinded him.
So did my confirm technically be the advantage?
I'm gonna make you roll it again. Since it was the confirmation, but I like where your head's at. 15 is gonna hit.
There you go. Dice don't lie.
Boom, baby.
14 would have been greater damage, though.
Get what you get. All right, Steven.
All right, Michael. Remind me. It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
If I cast a spell as a bonus action,
Yep.
and I have a spell that I could cast as an action, does one have to be a cantrip, or if one is a bonus action and one's an action, that's
Jesus.
fine?
I think one has to be a cantrip, but I'm not 100% sure.
If you cast
Pretty sure.
a spell of first level or higher as a bonus action, the spell you cast as an action has to be a cantrip.
You basically can't do
So-
2
Well,
level
there
1
is
or
a
higher
way to do
sets.
that.
Yeah.
You have action.
What is the way to do it?
You have action surge. You can technically cast 2 spells of first level or higher in a single
Got
turn.
it. But only if it was as 2 actions. I can't do
Only if
one
they're
as
2
an
actions.
action and one as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Got it.
The action has to
Fireball!
be a cantrip.
Fireball!
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, well, that changes what I wanted to do.
Marshall thought he had the power of God and anime on his side.
Every time Yu-Gi-Oh said "fuck the rules."
Screw the rules. I have one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you guys seen that GIF? It's amazing.
No, put.
It's just this little. I'll
put
go
it in
find
the
it.
Discord.
I'll go put it in the Discord for us.
All right, I will cast. I'm gonna cast a firebolt at South Big Guy.
Sweet.
And I will use my inspiration from my good friend Salig.
Nice.
And I think it won't matter what I roll, correct?
Yeah, you'll hit.
Cool.
Can't miss with that.
Yep, 15 points of damage. Then I will use my quickened metamagic rod and cast darkness on my sandbag. And we'll move. So 15-foot radius darkness in this area.
Are you holding on to the sandbag?
Yes, it's on my person.
Okay, perfect. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So there's just a big ass fucking ball of darkness around Steven. Which is super cool. I need to make a token that is the same thing. We'll get into that eventually.
It'll be very rare that it gets used that way, but
Alright.
that's my turn.
Awesome. This guy is going to swing away against the fucking elemental in front of him.
Not a Rocky boy.
Yeah. He's swinging twice with the club. He does not have to move to do so. 16 to hit. I don't know an elemental's AC. It seems low. It seems
17.
Must be higher than that. Oh! Fucking plus 12. You fool.
Six dudes.
That's incredible.
He misses on both like a fool. And that's all I got. He's happy to stay right where he is for the time being. This direwolf is dead. This one is blinded, which is just terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to swing wildly in the direction that it knows Salig is, so it has disadvantage on these. Let's see if it can connect on either of these Great Claw swings. Yeah, it can. Shockingly. On both. How are my blinding creatures better than my sight creatures? Incredible. Almost 50 points damage. Luckily, it's against the Rock Man.
Yeah, he's got a lot of hit points and he's resistant to bludgeoning.
Beautiful. Alright. That big monster comes running in from the back. And it's Maddie's go.
Maddie will move there. Try to take out the blind guy.
That will hit. That will hit.
She'll do another flurry of blows. Do it again.
That will hit. That will also hit. There you go.
Maddie's a freaking nuke.
It is still up, still very much blinded. You can tell it doesn't really know where you are. Daisy?
I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah, I was actually about to say, do we want to?
Oh, is this? Yeah, we're at the top of the round.
We're at the top of the
It's
round.
fine.
Do we want to stop here?
Yeah, I think so. There's a whole new gentleman that just joined the fight.
And so yeah, the three big guys are still alive.
Yeah, they're big. They're big beastie.